thought I was doing everything right. Running, jumping, crunches, the same workouts that kept me fit for years. But one by one, they broke me. Injuries, pain, and sleepless nights became my new normal, all because I didn't understand how menopause was reshaping my body. I was blindly following routines that used to work, never realizing they were now tearing me down. That's when I hit a wall. And then everything changed. I discovered safer, smarter ways to stay strong, energized, and pain-free. Hi, I'm Michelle. In this video, I'm sharing the 7 common exercises that nearly ended my fitness journey and the powerful alternatives that saved it. Tuesday morning, 6 a.m. I laced up my running shoes like I had for 15 years. 3 blocks into my usual route, my right knee buckled. Not a stumble, not a misstep. It just gave out completely. I hobbled home feeling confused and scared. Running was my sanity, my stress relief, my way of staying young. How could my own body betray me like this? For years, running and high-impact aerobics classes were my go-to exercises that kept me energized, confident, and in the best shape of my life. I loved the rhythm of my feet hitting the pavement, the burn in my lungs during step classes, the feeling of being unstoppable. These workouts made me feel alive and powerful. I never questioned whether they were right for my body because they always worked perfectly.
Finding this video helpful? Show your support with a like and share it with friends or family who might benefit too. By liking and sharing, you're helping us reach more women who need this information. You're not just supporting this channel, you're helping others feel understood and empowered. Together, we can make a real difference.
Here's what nobody told me about menopause. Your bones literally change their rules overnight. When estrogen drops, your bone density starts declining faster than you can imagine. Your joints lose stability because the connective tissue that holds everything together becomes weaker and less flexible. The exercises that once built strength now become dangerous traps waiting to snap. That knee injury was just the beginning. The swelling lasted for weeks. Every step sent sharp pain up my leg. I couldn't sleep because of the throbbing. The fear consumed me. What if I never exercised again? What if this was the beginning of my body falling apart? I felt so desperate and angry at myself for not seeing the warning signs my body had been sending. Let me break it down for you. Every single step during running sends shock waves through bones that are becoming more fragile each month. Your hips, knees, and ankles absorb hundreds of impacts during a typical jog. When your hormones shift, those bones can't handle the constant pounding anymore. Each impact becomes a small trauma your body struggles to recover from. The crushing realization hit me hard. What once made me strong was actively making me weak and vulnerable. I was literally breaking myself down with every workout. The irony stung. Here I was, trying to stay healthy, but actually damaging my body in ways I couldn't even see yet. But here's what's coming. I discovered something incredible that changed everything. There are cardio alternatives that actually work better for our changing bodies, and the results shocked me. Swimming became my new best friend. The water supports your joints while still giving you an intense cardiovascular workout. Elliptical training delivers the same heart benefits without any joint destruction. Walking on an incline burns just as many calories as running, but treats your bones with kindness instead of violence. My cardio transformation was just the beginning, though. The jumping exercises I thought were keeping me young created an even more dangerous situation.
The HIIT class instructor called out jump squats, and I dropped into position like always. Mid-jump, something snapped in my right calf. The pain shot up my leg like lightning. I crumpled to the floor while everyone else kept jumping around me. That moment of panic, lying there surrounded by bouncing bodies, made me realize my tendons couldn't bounce back like they used to, literally. Plyometric exercises were supposed to be my fountain of youth. Then came the crushing discovery about my beloved ab routine. Those traditional sit-ups I did religiously every morning, they became spine-crushing nightmares as my vertebrae grew more fragile with declining hormones. Each crunch compressed my bones in ways that could lead to fractures I wouldn't even feel at first. The repeated bending and twisting motions I thought were strengthening my core were actually setting up my spine for serious problems. Let me break it down for you. Your vertebrae become more susceptible to compression fractures when subjected to repeated flexion during menopause. Every sit-up, every toe touch, every Russian twist applies dangerous pressure to bones that are losing density by the month. I was literally crushing my spine one crunch at a time, all in the name of fitness. The realization hit me like a punch to the gut. My core routine was a ticking time bomb. But here's what's coming. There's a completely different way to build core strength that actually protects your spine instead of destroying it. Planks became my new best friend. Bird dog poses, side planks, pelvic tilts, these spine-stabilizing exercises engage your core without bending your back. They build real functional strength while keeping your vertebrae safe. Your core gets stronger, your posture improves, and your spine stays protected. But interval training held one more shocking revelation that nearly broke my spirit completely. The yoga instructor smiled and said, "Camel pose." I arched backward, pushing deeper than ever before, proud of my flexibility. 3 days later, I couldn't stand up straight. The shooting pain down my spine made me shuffle around my house like an old woman. That moment taught me the most expensive lesson of my life about what flexibility really means during menopause. I believed flexibility was my ticket to staying young. Every deep back bend felt like a victory over aging. The more extreme the stretch, the more accomplished I felt. Touching my toes, twisting my spine, bending backward until I felt that satisfying pull. These movements made me feel invincible and youthful. I thought I was keeping my body young and supple with every extreme position. Here's what nobody tells you about menopause and flexibility. When estrogen drops, your spinal discs lose hydration and your ligaments lose their ability to handle extreme positions safely. Your spine becomes more vulnerable to compression and injury with every deep back bend. What used to feel challenging now becomes dangerous because your body's structural support system is changing faster than you realize. The terrifying realization hit me during those 3 painful days. My pursuit of flexibility was actually damaging my spine's structural integrity. Every extreme stretch was potentially creating micro tears and instability I couldn't feel happening in real time. I was trading long-term spinal health for short-term flexibility achievements. Then came the shoulder disasters. Behind the head pull-downs became my worst enemy as my rotator cuff muscles grew more vulnerable. I used to power through lat pull-downs with the bar behind my neck, thinking I was building impressive back strength. The unnatural positioning forces your arms into extreme external rotation, putting stress on shoulder joints that menopausal women simply can't handle anymore. Each rep created stress points my changing shoulders couldn't recover from. The connective tissue loses elasticity and joint stability decreases, making these positions feel like torture devices designed specifically for menopausal women. My shoulders ached constantly, and I couldn't lift my arms overhead without wincing. The crushing moment came when I realized my strength training was becoming my weakness training.
every exercise I thought was building power was actually breaking me down. I felt so frustrated and desperate, wondering if I'd ever feel strong again. But here's what's coming. The shocking truth about heavy lifting that completely changed how I approach strength training. It's not what you think. The solution saved my flexibility journey. Gentle hatha and restorative yoga focus on alignment and breathing rather than extreme positions. Modified pull downs with the bar in front protect your shoulders while still building back strength. Your flexibility improves safely while your joints stay protected. Weight training held one final revelation that transformed everything I thought I knew about getting stronger. Jump squats, burpees, box jumps. These explosive movements made me feel athletic and powerful. The rapid-fire contractions, the satisfying thud of landing, the burn in my muscles afterward. I believe these exercises were keeping me young and strong. Every fitness magazine promised they would boost my metabolism and build lean muscle faster than anything else. Here's the hidden truth nobody warns you about. Menopause makes your connective tissues lose elasticity in ways that turn jumps into injury machines. When estrogen drops, your tendons and ligaments become less flexible and more prone to tears. Those abrupt forces from jumping place sudden loads on your feet, ankles, knees, and hips that your changing body simply can't handle anymore. The moment of panic wasn't just about the torn calf muscle. It was realizing my body was screaming stop with every jump, and I had been ignoring the warning signs for months. My desperate attempt to stay young was actually aging me faster through constant micro-injuries I couldn't even feel happening.
Before we move to our final section, I want to share something important. Everything we create on this channel is grounded in science and our years of collective experience, and it's all completely free for you. Your likes and comments are what drive us forward. If you found this video valuable, please show your support with a like and share it with friends or family who might benefit. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and questions in the comments below. Our professional team of coaches, dietitians, and doctors reads every single one. Your feedback helps us create better content and provide more accurate information in future videos. We're here to support you, so let us know how we can help. Thank you. The 40-pound dumbbell slipped from my hands mid-press and crashed to the floor. Everyone in the gym turned to stare. That moment of embarrassment made me realize my form had been slowly falling apart for months without me even noticing. My shoulders were screaming, but I kept telling myself I was just being weak. Heavy lifting used to make me feel absolutely invincible. The satisfying clank of iron plates, the burn in my muscles, the proud feeling of outlasting the guys in the weight room. I pushed through every warning sign my body sent me because I thought that's what tough women do. Shoulder pain during overhead presses? Push through it. Wrist aches after deadlifts? Ice it and keep going. I wore my injuries like badges of honor. The same weights that built serious strength in my 30s became joint destroyers in my 40s. Your hormonal changes affect your ability to recover from heavy loads in ways that completely caught me off guard. Your muscles fatigue faster, your form breaks down quicker, and your body simply can't bounce back like it used to. The specific shoulder injury from overhead pressing taught me the hard way about rotator cuff vulnerability. Those muscles become particularly susceptible to strain when overloaded or fatigued. Every rap above my head was like playing Russian roulette with my shoulder joint. The pain kept me awake at night and made simple tasks like reaching for a coffee mug absolutely miserable. Hormonal changes during menopause affect your ability to maintain proper form under fatigue in ways that shock most women. Your muscles tire faster, your concentration wavers, and suddenly that weight that felt manageable becomes a dangerous liability. Recovery takes longer, injuries linger, and your confidence takes a beating.
The humbling moment came when I had to admit that lifting lighter weights with perfect form was actually harder than ego lifting. Controlled movements require more focus, better muscle engagement, and honest self-awareness. My pride took a hit, but my body started thanking me immediately. The life-changing realization hit me hard. Strength isn't about the number on the weight. It's about moving safely and effectively through your daily life. Real strength means being able to carry groceries, play with grandkids, and feel confident in your body for decades to come. The solutions saved my strength training journey. Starting with manageable weights that allow for 10 to 12 repetitions with perfect form builds lasting strength without injury risk. Push-ups and incline dumbbell presses replaced dangerous overhead movements. This entire journey of injury and recovery led me to the most important discovery of my fitness life.
There's one more tool to make these results unstoppable. Watch the next video and see how it all fits together.